Men lie, women lie, the numbers don't. So today I'm going to talk about the top 10 most sold Shonen Jump manga. Basically the manga from Shonen Jump that was the most sold for, I guess, its entire run. And I was actually a little bit surprised by this list. Some of it wasn't, but some of it, the places and just it being on the list, I was like, wow. 10 most sold. And also, before we go any further, I want you guys to tell me, what do you think about as far as numbers go? Do you think that the numbers have any equate to quality as far as the more successful? Because in some cases, definitely that doesn't mean a thing, the numbers, because you'll see the most famous singers and some of them are just terrible. But there are some cases where the success is rightfully due because they worked their butt off and they got there. So let me know what is your stance on that. For me personally, numbers can equate sometimes to quality, but for the most part, it's really just the quality of the series. But give me your thoughts on that. Coming in at number 10 is Yu Hakusho. This is one of my all-time favorite series, probably one of my all-time favorite shonen anime. It's just phenomenal. The series is freaking amazing. If you haven't read it, go check it out. I didn't even think that it would make the list because there are so many awesome and very popular shonens that for this to make number 10, that's pretty freaking awesome. And it actually, there's numbers as well. It sold 49,260,000 copies in its run. Crazy amount because, I mean, this is what, a 10-year-old manga already? This finished in like 96. So for it to be selling that much, freaking awesome. And that's crazy. Let's go to number 9, Rurouni Kenshin. Awesome series, another incredible manga. I really like this series because it has its own feel to it, but it's still a shonen at the same time. And this one came in at number 9 with 55,060,000 copies. God damn, Rurouni Kenshin coming in strong. I didn't even think that this was sold more than Yu Hakusho, because back in the day, believe it or not, Yu Hakusho rivaled Dragon Ball Z in terms of ratings in Japan. So that's crazy for Rurouni Kenshin to actually have sold more than Yu Hakusho. I guess worldwide they thought differently than in Japan. Coming in at number 8, Hunter x Hunter. And that actually sold 60,570,000. It actually got a reboot recently. If you don't know, I do weekly reviews of the new anime episodes. And it rightfully deserves it. I mean, Hunter x Hunter is freaking awesome. I didn't even think that it sold more than Yu Hakusho at this point, so that's freaking awesome. But put out a couple volumes of this and in a year sells millions, and that's freaking awesome. Coming in at number 7, I don't have a volume for it because they only released like part 3, but JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It just got a new anime. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't read too much of the manga. I read about 2 or 3 volumes, and it was pretty awesome. 63,240,000, and it sold more than a lot of other popular series. That goes to show that it was definitely popular in other areas, maybe Japan in particular, and then maybe other areas around the world. It just didn't really get that big buzz over here in the US, and if it did, it probably would have sold even more. But that's crazy for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to have sold more than Hunter x Hunter, Kenshin, and Hakusho. Coming in at number 6 is Bleach. Yes, people, Bleach, people snubbed it, but it still is one of the most popular and one of the most sold manga. And once again, that doesn't always equate to quality, but I definitely say some of Bleach definitely deserves the sales because Soul Society is freaking awesome. Some of the stuff in the middle is great, and the latest arc is freaking phenomenal. So Bleach coming in at number 6 with 78,650,000. 78 million. Props to Bleach, Tite Kubo doing his thing. Number 5, Slam Dunk, a basketball manga. Again, I don't even think they released any of that over here. I don't have a volume. I've never really got into that series, but that's crazy that it got popular. I guess in the US, people just really aren't into sports manga, sports anime, and it's a shame, but that's the case. And actually, Slam Dunk did 118,970,000. That is phenomenal for a sports manga to do that well. Props to Slam Dunk. I wish we would get more sports manga over here popular. People would read them because, it's more than just sports. There's great stories. So, Slam Dunk coming in at number 5. That's crazy. Coming in at number 4, people. Naruto. Wow, number 4. You understand what that means? This is the 4th most sold of all time in Shonen Jump. 4th most sold of all time. Granted, some people wish this could be number 1 most sold, but still, number 4 to come in with 126,500,000 sales. That's incredible. Our favorite Orange Ninja, just freaking awesome. Coming in at number 4 it's amazing. So props to Naruto, Kishimoto. Keep rocking on. Coming in at number 3 is a series called Kochi Kame, and I've been wanting to check it out for a while. I haven't seen it. It's about, I guess, this cop, or I'm not sure if he's a retired cop or a cop And I don't really know too much about the series, but for it to sell 155,270,000, it definitely has a huge following at the very least in Japan. So props to that series. Again, I don't know really much about it, but still, a manga that probably half of y'all don't even know. I barely know anything about it myself, so crazy stuff for this series, Kochikame. Coming in at number 2, what is it, people? Do you know? Take a guess. Take a guess. It is Dragon Ball. Yes, actually, Dragon Ball has been dethroned in the past few years as far as being number 1. The manga came in at number 2 with 156,630,000 sales. That is incredible. Just think about it. 156 million books related to this. Just the manga alone sold. That is why Dragon Ball is one of the most popular series of all time and is critically acclaimed as one of the greatest action series as well, because 156 million sold is out of this world. You know, Goku inspired so many and definitely deserves his number 2 slot. And coming in at number 1, you probably all guessed it already, One Piece. Number 1, and it just trumps everything. Dragon Ball is number 2 with 156 million, right? One Piece comes in number 1 with 273,480,000 copies. God damn. You know, One Piece has its strong following, and in Japan it is probably beyond what you would even call successful. I mean, over there, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it is literally like just flooded with One Piece. You go on a train, there's One Piece posters everywhere, just everywhere. It's One Piece madness. So I understand completely for it to do 273 million in its run. And just overall, this list is crazy. It kind of caught me by surprise with a couple of different things. One Piece I kind of already expected because I've known for a long time already that One Piece dethroned DBZ, but 273 million. Damn, that shit is crazy. Let me know what you think of this list. Do you agree with it? Do you think that One Piece deserves its number 1 slot? Do you think any of these series has sold too much or too little? What do you think of this list overall? Do you think that all these series deserve their slot and how much they've sold overall? Let me know in the comment section below, video response, and your overall thoughts of this crazy list, because props to all these series. They deserve as much as they sold because, you know, one way or another, they please a lot of people, millions of people, and that's freaking awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.